Welcome to Scott's Slasher World. This week I want to go through and take a look at my Blu-ray collection. We're going to do this all in one take, so let's flip the camera. I'm going to light these just a little bit. Okay, I think that's good. Let me light them with this here too. Okay. I don't have a whole lot of Blu-rays, so I figured it'd be a good time to just do a video on what is in my collection. So, starting off, we have Avengers: Age of Ultron. I like the red case on this one. We also have the Barn Part 2, a really nice slipcover. We have Basket Case is the next one up. We have Basket Case. Very cool. We also have Basket Case 3 that's still in the shrink. This is a Synapse Films release. Basket Case 3, The Progeny. Really, really cool. We've got The Beastmaster. This is a Vinegar Syndrome release. Has a really, look at that, beautiful slipcover. And let me see if I can get this out of here. I don't have a tripod, I just got my phone this week. I'll be back to normal next week. But look at that. That is beautiful. Still in the shrink. Sometimes I buy these movies and then I get busy, and so it's kind of cool when I still have them in the shrink wrap. But yeah, eventually when I want to watch it and it's not on streaming, I've got it. Next up is Black Eagle. It's an MVD release. Also has a nice slipcover. Early Jean-Claude Van Damme. I believe I think he's the bad guy in this one. Yes, he is, as I've watched. Yeah, he's the bad guy in this one. We have Blood Games. Love that cover. Another Vinegar Syndrome release. I wish I had my tripod here so I can kind of open these up a little better, but I think this will do for this week. So we've got Blood Hook. Also love this cover. It's a fun slasher. I can sometimes open these up. This one right. See, next, that's Vinegar Syndrome. Next we have BMX Bandits. It's a cool Severin release. It's a very early Nicole Kidman movie. I really love this movie. It's a good one. Very nice, family friendly. You can show it to anybody. We have the classic, The Burning. That's awesome. It's a Scream Factory release. We have Cabin in the Woods. We have from Full Moon, Castle Freak. Jeffrey Combs and Barbara Crampton. Man, this is such an awesome movie. If you've never seen Castle Freak, check it out. We have Cherry Falls. Brittany Murphy, a really weird slasher, but I do dig it. It's very creepy slasher. And not creepy in the sense, it's creepy like by today's standards. Let's just say it's creepy by today's standards. I ain't gonna say anymore, but it's creepy. We have Class of Nukem High. Very cool. We also have up here, we have the Critters, because I know Critters is coming up in the seas. Well, I've got another Critters over here, but so we have the Critters collection, which is Critters 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is an awesome Scream Factory release. And then over here we have Critters Attacks that I'll get to. So next up is Clown. I think I got this off Eamon Hardiman because he didn't care for Clown. It's a hard watch. It's not one you can watch over and over. It's kind of mean-spirited, but it's good. It's just, I don't know, it kind of stays with you after a couple of days. Corruption. I'm not going to show the back because this is a adult film from Vinegar Syndrome. I'm not sure if they have anything weird on the back. We have The Crawling Dead. This is a web series that we kind of turned into a movie. I was behind the camera a little on that, mostly second unit. Creature from the Black Lagoon. One of my favorites. This is my favorite movie monster. I mean, you can't go wrong with The Creature on Blu-ray. It looks great. I'm a really big fan of Part 3 as well. The Creature Walks Among Us. Next up, we have Crazy Fat Ethel. Man, look at that cover. It's awesome. Very, very cool. Next up is the Critters Attack. It's got a slipcase as well. These are perfect since today is Easter. Critters, I believe I know a couple of Critters do take place. I think at least part 1 or part 2 takes place on Easter. I'm almost positive it's part 2. Let me know in the comments. I can't remember right off. I need to go back and revisit it, but I'm thinking part 2 takes place on Easter. The Curse, 1 and 2. The Curse 2 is called The Bite. I dig these films. Very fun. They have nothing to do with each other, but I still like them. Sequel in name only, basically. The nice Scream factory release. Next up, we have the independent film Dane Granger. Got that on Blu-ray. We have very underrated Dark Angel. It's a Dolph Lundgren film. It's also known as I Come in Peace. Most people know it probably from that title. We have Dark Knight of the Scarecrow. Very cool film. Check that one out if you hadn't seen it. We also got Blue Underground released Dead and Buried. Robert Englund's on that one. It's a good one. This is a cool one too. Death Warmed Up. Love the cover. I'm going to say that on a lot of these because a lot of these Blu-rays I bought because I love the covers. It's a cool film. Is it Australian? I can't remember. It's a foreign. Oops. No, I think it's New Zealand. I don't know what I said. Let's see. It's actually a New Zealand film. Really cool splatter film from New Zealand. Death Row Game Show. A real fun movie. It's very campy. If you dig camp, you'll like it. It's Vinegar Syndrome released. Well, next up, we have Death Warrant. Another Jean-Claude Van Damme film. We got Demonoid. Very cool film. Another Vinegar Syndrome release. We've got Full Moon's Demonic Toys. I love Demonic Toys. One of my favorite Full Moon films. It's right up there with the Puppet Master movies for me, especially Part 1. Love Demonic Toys Part 1. We have the Dentist Collection. We got Part 1 and 2. Nice Vestron release. I've got the slip for that. And we've got Full Moon's Doll Man versus Demonic Toys. A decent sequel. I like it. I like that one. We also have Dream a Little Dream. Another sweet Vestron release. Love this movie. I love the two Coreys movies, but Dream a Little Dream is really good. Very good drama comedy. We have Destroyer and Edge of Sanity. It's a Scream Factory double feature. We have Dolly Dearest. I think this is in the shrink too. Yeah, it is. Because I used to own this on DVD and I got rid of the DVD, but beautiful. Fun movie. Very Child's Play-esque. Don't Go in the Woods Alone. A slasher movie that I like. Not the greatest slasher film, but it's a pretty good one. Double Impact. Another Jean-Claude Van Damme classic. It's an MVD release. Still in the shrink, I have Drive-In Massacre. It's a Severn release. Oh, The Editor, so good. Have you ever watched The Editor? If not, you should definitely check it out. Love The Editor. Nice Scream Factory release. That's by them Astron 6 boys. We have Ernest Goes to Camp. Actually, I have all these are some urban. I got 3 Ernest movies. I got Goes to Camp, Goes to Jail, and my favorite, Scared Stupid. We also have Fade to Black. Oh, look at this slipcover. It's so beautiful. Beautiful slipcover. It's a Vinegar Syndrome release. We have Final Destination. I don't think I've watched this one. This is not the original. This is the Final Destination. This is not Final Destination. You see the difference though, right? They put a "the" in front of it. We have Friday the 13th, the Killer Cut. This is the remake. It should get way more love. There should be so many more Friday the 13th because of this movie, and yet somehow there's not. It made like 5 or 6 times its money back. It was everything I wanted. A very good reimagining of parts 1 through 4. Why don't people love the Friday the 13th remake? They do, but not as much as they should. We have the Fun House. I covered this recently. Love the Fun House. At the Scream Factory release. Also, Scream Factory is Ghost House and Witchery. Witchery has David Hasselhoff and Linda Blair. Next up, we have Ghostbusters. We also have The Go-Go Boys. Awesome documentary on Canon. I love Canon films. Gremlins, we have 1 and 2. Here's Gremlins. It's a nice slip. Gremlins 2, right there. Oh no, Gremlins just fell. We had the Halloween collection, so I have Halloween. This is the 35th anniversary edition. We'll probably open that, yeah. It's pretty sweet. We have Halloween 2. I love Halloween 2. If you're a follower of my channel, you know how much I love Halloween 2. Halloween 3, look at that, beautiful, beautiful. Another Scream Factory. I believe I did a trade with Eamon to get those Halloween 2 and 3. We have Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. Awesome film. I really love part 4 and 5. Some reason 5 gets a lot of hate. I dig it, I don't know. It leaves a lot of unanswered questions. It's kind of what you want in a franchise. You kind of want some unanswered questions. So when they make part 6, it'll make sense, or does it? 6 kind of went crazy, but I love it. I have a special place in my heart for part 6. H2O, very highly received sequel. People loved it when it came out. It's a good film. I just don't think it's definitely not my favorite sequel, but it's a good film. It's very 90, like late 90s, early 2000s. I think it came out in 98, so it's very late 90s. Halloween Resurrection. People hated this when it came out. I hated it when it came out. It's kind of grown on me. It's not as bad, especially after a couple of the other movies that's come out. Halloween, the Rob Zombie remake. I thought this was pretty good. Then we have this film. I'm not a fan of this one. I don't like it. But, you know, it's in my collection. I'll have to get the new ones. I think the Halloween 2 is kind of up there with like the new Halloween 3 for me. Though the new Halloween 3 have some redeeming factors, but it's kind of stupid. Like this movie, it's like a lot of the characters, it doesn't make sense. Like in Halloween 2, like everybody is completely miserable. The whole film's miserable. And in the new one, it's like, why would Jamie Lee Curtis now be like practicing Halloween after all these years? Why would, well, I'm just not gonna get into it. I still like the Halloween, I like all the Halloween movies, even the bad Halloween movies. Keep making sequels, I'll watch them. Hell Comes to Frogtown, that's enough of a rant. I also have the classic Hellhole. Love this one, I have this one on VHS too. Hobo with a Shotgun. Awesome movie. Crazy, crazy grindhouse movie that started as a fake trailer originally. We have Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers. The 4th greatest B movie of all time. I love this one. Fred Olen Ray, love his stuff, especially Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers. Next up we have Intruder. Classic film. This is from Synapse Films. Next up we have Iron Man 3. We have Jack Frost. This is an awesome Vinegar Syndrome release. Up here we have John Wick. We have, oh, look at that cover. Killing Birds. Love this cover. It's like, I think that, is that Zombie 5? I don't remember. Killing Birds is what I call that one. It's a good one. We have The Lamp. Oh man, beautiful, beautiful cover. Vinegar Syndrome knows how to do their slips. This one's still in the shrink. I thought I would open this one. I have this on a compilation, so I've seen. The Lamp is also known as another name. I could probably open it and tell you, but I can't think of it right. The Outing. It's called The Outing. Look at this beautiful autographed Larry Fessenden collection. Very cool. The wife got me that for Christmas. It's a Scream Factory release. The Last Dragon, classic film. If you haven't seen that one, you should check it out. Another beautiful cover, Linnea Quigley's Horror Workout. I bought like all the stuff for this. I got like the vinyl, I got the shirt, the pin. Another cool Vestron, Little Monsters. I love the Vestron label. They put out some good stuff. Next, these three are the Lost Boys collection. So we have the Thirst, the Tribe, and of course the original Lost Boys. Let's see. Also, we've got, this is from Eamon. I've shown this off before, but let's show it one more time. Halloween 3 on 4K and Blu-ray. Very cool. I love that. I watched that this Halloween. Let's see. So moving on to the next shelf. So we only have 2 shelves. So we're through 1 shelf and we got 1 to go. Next up, we have Mac and Me. I love this one. Fun film. This is a Shout Factory release. I watched this with my mom like not long ago when I got it, and it made her cry at the end. She thought that it was the little boy. She thought the little boy died. We have Madman, still in the shrink. Beautiful. Love this movie. We have, I'm just going to leave this up here just to get in here better. Blue Underground's Maniac. Classic, crazy slasher film. Awesome effects. Savini at his best. We have Maniac Cop. Nice Synapse film release. Bruce and Tom doing their thing. We have Linnea Quigley in Murder Weapon and Deadly Embrace. That is an awesome Vinegar Syndrome release. We have the awesome Murder Size. This came out recently, and if you haven't seen it and you love slasher films, or you like, yeah, I mean slasher films really, but like even campy movies, it's got a little bit of camp in it. It's just so good. Good kills, lots of nudity. We have Murder Rock, another awesome film. I dig this one. It's very beautiful, beautifully shot. My Boyfriend's Back. It's a fun comedy. I always wanted to see this one as a kid, and I missed it. And then when it came out in Blu-ray, I got it. Don't know how I missed it all those years. We have Nemesis, and we also have Nemesis 2, 3, and 4 that I've not yet watched. I've never seen these. I bought this to marathon it, and then I watched part 1, but I haven't even opened this one yet. We have Night of the Demons. This is the remake, a good remake. It was fun. Nightmare Sisters, very fun film by Vinegar Syndrome, released that Blu-ray. I'm pretty sure that's David Dakota. Has to be. It's got his, yeah, it is. But it's got the 3 main Scream Queens in it from the 80s. It's so cool. We got Michelle, Brink, and Linnea all together. Next up, Ninja 3, The Domination. If you're looking for a wild, crazy movie, especially for a movie night, I played this during a movie night. They all loved it. It's just wild and wacky. It's canon at its best. Very cool Scream Factory released. Next up, we have Pig Girl. I shot some of this film. I'm in some of this film. I'm actually, look there, I'm in the back there. But fun movie. Brings back good memories. Pixels in 3D. I dig this comedy. I know a lot of, I like Adam Sandler's 90s stuff, but some of the new stuff I can't get into. But this one I really liked. Dug Pixels. Then we've got the Pork Chop trilogy. We have Pork Chop. I love these films. Pork Chops, or also known as Pork Chop 2, Rise of the Rind. There's my wife in the back there. And Pork Chop 3D, the first one that I was in. Love Pork Chop 3D. It is my favorite of the Pork Chop franchise. I love Pork Chop 3D. It's just great. So many kills, so crazy, great jokes, great kills. It moves fast, a lot of nudity, just anything you're looking for in a slasher film. It's in Pork Chop 3D. We have Psycho Cop Returns, another great one that I used to watch on cable back in the day. This came on like HBO and Cinemax all the time, but I love Psycho Cop Returns. We have Pretty Peaches. I won't show the back. It's a Vinegar Syndrome adult film. Prince of Darkness. Look how cool that is. This one came from Eamon as well. Look how cool. Oh yeah, here's the original cover. Nice Scream Factory release. We have Prison. Another beautiful, beautiful movie. You get the original cover down here. I used to have a boot of this before they released it on, they actually released it again. Because you couldn't find Prison for a long time unless you had like the VHS copy back in the day. We have The Prowler, Blue Underground release. We have the classic Tarantino Pulp Fiction. The slip there. We have Punisher, Warzone. My favorite Punisher film so far that they've made. I love this one. We have a couple of the Puppet Master movies. We have Part 1. Love Part 1. We have Part 2, my favorite. And we have Part 3. I know this is a lot of the people's favorite, is Part 3. Next up we have Q, the Winged Serpent. Fun New York film, Shout. We have, still in the shrink, Rambo and First Blood. Next up we have Reanimator. Got that one from Cheap Thrills. Classic movie. Jim Wynorski's The Return of Swamp Thing. I know this is kind of controversial, but I think I like this version better than the Wes Craven original. It's just funner. You know, it's like it felt more like Swamp Thing to me. The original is more almost like a horror film. Rush Week. Very cool slip on that. Let me see if I can. It's actually the same. We've also got Scare Package. Love the art on this. We've got Scanners 2 and 3. Very cool Scream Factory release. We've got the classic. I love this movie. Every time it snows in the winter, I put on Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Why did they never make a sequel to this? I know somehow it flopped at the box office, but it's like a cult classic. Love it movie. Scream 4. Scream 4 was a good one. I really like Scream 4. We have Sex World. I'm not gonna probably show the back. It's well, it's like an adult film, but like it's more of a movie than an adult film. We also have David Cronenberg's Shivers. Love the slip on this. Vestron really did it right. I like the way Vestron numbered their releases. Next up we have Shock 'em Dead. Fun film. Classic, in my mind only. I know a lot of people don't really care for that one, but to me it's a really fun comedy, even though it's supposed to be like a horror, it's comedy. We have Shocker. Wes Craven's Shocker is awesome. It's wild. It's just one of those movies that you've got to see to believe almost. Silent Madness in 3D. I've shown this one off before. It does have the glasses. Let's see if I can, here's the glasses. We have the Christmas horror film Silent Night, Deadly Night Collection. It was horror films, I should say, because it's part 3, 4, and 5. I love this series. Next up we have Slasherette Party. Very, very cool. I have Slaughterhouse. I got this on VHS as well. I dig this movie. Very good slasher film. Check that one out. Next up, still in the shrink, because I have this on DVD, is Sleepaway Camp. I like the new covers they did for these. Also have The Slumber Party Massacre. Part 1 is my favorite in the series. Love this one. Very cool Scream Factory release. MVD released Split Second. We have Steve, Death Collector. And I shot a lot of this. I probably shot 70% of that. I got sick on like the last couple days of production, like the flu. Subspecies. Love Subspecies. Really, really dig Subspecies 2. I think Subspecies 2 is probably my favorite from the series. But Ted Nicolau, all his stuff is so good. Bloodlust, Subspecies 3. Another cool one. The new one, really good. They just released one. Super 8. If you're from West Virginia, you gotta watch Super 8. Classic movie, awesome. J.J. Abrams directed. Feels like a Spielberg movie. Well, it feels like an Abrams movie, but yeah, you can tell Spielberg-esque. Nice Amblin entertainment. Surf 2. Love the back, it's really cool. Here is the front. Next up we have, and it's a Vinegar Syndrome release, Surf 2 is. Next up, Scream Factory double feature, Tales from the Crypt and Vault of Horror. Also have Tales from the Crypt presents Demon Knight. Love this one. Though I do maybe prefer Bordella of Blood, I think this is the better movie. But I think Bordella of Blood is funner. Tammy and the T-Rex. I couldn't believe when this came out, like how it got shelved and then like it was a kid's movie. They took all the crazy stuff out and made it a kid's movie like back in the day. But I love it. Vinegar Syndrome did a hell of a job on this one. We have The Terminator. Love the red cover on the Blu-ray. We have Terror Vision and The Video Dead. That's a Scream Factory double feature. Love Terror Vision, by the way. The Terror Within and The Terror Within 2. This one's still in the shrink. I've seen both of these, so when I get, if they ever take it off streaming and I have the need to watch it, but I love these alien kind of rip-off movies. They Live, a classic from John Carpenter. This is a Scream Factory release. I came here to chew bubblegum and show off my Blu-ray collection, and I'm all out of bubblegum. Trick or Treat, I should say. Amazing anthology. I usually watch this every year around Halloween. We also have Twice Dead. This is a Scream Factory. We've got Uncle Sam, cool Blue Underground release. We have Unmasked, Part 25. Cool foreign film. Vinegar Syndrome. It's, of course, a play on Friday the 13th, but then it gets crazy. The Vineyard. This one's a fun movie I had never seen until I bought this Vinegar Syndrome release. A lot of times I'll buy them because they have cool covers. I'm like, I've never seen that. I'm going to buy it. Very, very good purchase. Cool film. Oh, man, We Are Still Here. Very cool ghost story. Love this one. Love it. Barbara Crampton's in it. Love this one. We have Winners Tape All. Winners Tape All is excellent. Love that movie. So cool. Yeah, definitely recommend this one. The Wizard. Classic. I love The Wizard. It got me into, not really got me into Nintendo. I was into Nintendo and then this came out. I'd watch this all the time as a kid. I've got this on VHS. Love The Wizard. Highly recommend The Wizard. Man, that movie's awesome. It's a Shout Factory release, that Blu-ray is. We have The Wrestler. Very, very good film. Very much what a lot of these wrestlers do go through. Wrong Turn 2, Dead End. the best wrong turn. You know, in my opinion. Great Joe Lynch directed flick. We're getting down to the last Blu-ray in the collection. We have X-Ray and Schizoid, and it's a Scream double feature. I hope everybody enjoyed looking at my Blu-ray collection. I would do the DVDs, but it would take me like a long time. Probably VHS too, and doing this handheld, like my arms are tired just going through this. But there is the Blu-ray collection. I've actually slacked off on Blu-rays recently. I might pick it back up. You know, as you can see, I have a lot of games here. So, and then my Sega Genesis games are in a different room. I have over 100 Sega Genesis games, and I haven't even been collecting for a year. So, just need to slow down on some things, and that's kind of why the Blu-ray collection is as thin as it is. But it's still, I think, a very good Blu-ray collection. Let me know if there's something that I should add, and let me know what your favorite Blu-ray is that I showed off today.